The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast.
Hello.
Good morning.
Ash is here. He's on Gari, filming some stuff with Scott Hillier.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
Creek to Coast?
Creek to
Creek
Coast.
to Coast. Yeah, we're just having issues with his what we call in the business a codec.
Couple of gremlins.
Yeah, but basically the little microphone that he connects to the studio with isn't working, so our techs are on it. But Ash
Probably
is
hasn't
here.
got his mic on or something.
It's probably just muted.
Stupid.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear us?
Probably.
Yeah, be careful what you say, Suse. Mics are always live. How we feeling anyway? Beautiful looking morning.
It certainly is.
It's a Friday, which is good.
What a beautiful day out there.
I'm having a little caramel latte. Did you guys see we got Fonzie Abbott beans in the kitchen. They left a little caramel thing there, so I thought I'd give that a try today.
There's a
Really?
There's
Delicious.
I can't speak. There's liqueur in there too.
Is there? Well,
Is that alcoholic?
well, that was there, and
Yeah, I'll
I've
give it a
noticed
nudge.
it's gone missing.
Actually, so have I. Who's got it?
Really?
Show us your bag.
I haven't got it.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Someone's nicked the
It used to be
booze.
next to the caramel syrup, and
Yeah.
then someone's nicked it.
Maybe they took it away because they thought people would use it.
It was half full when they took it away.
Yeah, but
Or
there's
half
like
empty.
booze. There's booze in
yeah,
the
I always forget
fridge.
that. Yeah,
So it's not as if that's an anti,
yeah. Whatever.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suse O'Neill podcast. Good news, Suse. Good day, sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. Wow, it's starting to feel good.
Plants absorb 31% more carbon than previously thought.
I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Is that good news or bad news?
It's good news.
Oh, carbon's the bad stuff that we need to get absorbed
They
by
absorb the
plants.
carbon and pop out
Forests.
oxygen.
Great,
You know, yeah, it's good for
news.
us.
Good news.
So-
That's good news, Ashley.
Good news.
He won't know it.
Happy about that.
Good. Plants around the world absorb 37 billion more metric tons of carbon than previously thought. It means that every tree planted
She's hit a word there.
Pause for effect.
Pre-read.
will prevent the worst of climate change. 31% further. I think every tree planted will help the world by 31%.
Okay, well, that's good. So plant trees.
Why did you write it down that way, the other way?
Yeah, why would you write it down in a way where you can't even read it? That's
Because
weird.
every tree planted to try and prevent the worst of climate change goes 31% farther than earlier models
Now
of
you
the
just
Earth
sound like
carbon.
Yoda.
Good news,
Okay,
Suse.
come on, it's good news, everyone.
Yeah, it is good news.
I'm talking to myself here.
Oh.
Researchers make first food using a 3D printer.
I'm interested in this.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
I've heard of steaks they can
Yes.
do like this. Well, you're scrunching up your nose. It's supposed
Well,
to be good news.
it'd be weird. What are the steak, isn't it? From anyway.
Well, what do they make it of?
Apparently, they get a little bit of a,
The DNA,
DNA.
of the cow.
or you can even make it out of humans. You can. You
I'd
can make
rather
it out
not.
of humans.
Why would you make it out of
Yeah, that's
humans?
weird.
I don't know. I've
What?
heard that.
Why would you make
I'm
it out of
freaking out right
Why would you
now.
make it out of humans?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Why would you even
Why would you
suggest
say that?
that?
Humans.
What's for dinner? Oh, I'm going to have a human steak. A fake
Good news, Suse.
Regional
I
Victorian.
want to see the human. Like, if I eat a steak, I
What am
don't
I
need to
eating?
see the cow, but if you're going to make me eat a human, I want to see that person.
Good point.
I'll get more information on that for another day. Regional Victorian teen convinced Peking duck. This is a good one. This is the one that I was
Yeah,
really
finally,
focused
after
on.
two.
Okay, let's go.
Regional Victorian teen convinced Peking duck to play at their school formal after party with an email. They've recently played at Bunnings.
Yeah,
You see that?
They're awesome. They're such,
Yeah.
they're such great
really
guys.
good. I'm really invested in the relationship between Abby Chatfield and one of those guys. Which one?
Yeah.
The
Ruben?
hairy- I am. It's funny I don't remember his name.
One of them.
Because
Yes.
he's got a really hairy chest and very muscly. Anyway, so this little kid, his request has gone viral. Actually, it was two kids. They put their lovely email on social media. So there's two kids from Wangaratta, and they wrote to Peking Duck to see if they would be available for next week's event. And the Peking Duck put it on their Instagram and said if they get 50,000 likes, then they will play. And guess what? They got 50,000 likes.
They did.
And so Peking Duck
God.
are going to
Right.
play.
That's Adam. That's the Adam.
Adam.
Dates, and then Ruben's my buddy. Just
Yeah.
so you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
And so they're going to
But
play
how
at
did
the
they
after
end up
party.
at Bunnings?
Oh, the Bunnings one was another viral thing that they went. They were talking about on their social media, Peking Duck, who wants to have a rave at Bunnings, and if they get so many likes, they were going to do it, and they did. So they just got all this support, and
How good.
they did a big rave party at Bunnings the other
They just
day.
make you feel happy when you go see them.
Yeah,
Like their gigs are happy.
they're really good. The latest film clip from who's the one with the hairy chest?
Adam.
Adam.
With Carl Stefanovic.
I saw that one.
That's
No,
fun.
there's one with his girlfriend, Abby Chatfield.
Oh, really?
And they're kissing and everything. It's a really good film clip.
By the way, did you know that when Abby interviewed Billie Eilish hit on her.
I'm not surprised.
Pretty much invited to the show saying, let's get it on. And she couldn't. You know why she couldn't, Ashley? She's like you, because she had a radio show to do. Professionals. They're professionals.
I respect that.
Yeah,
I respect that.
I knew you would.
It would have been good for a show. Anyway, her radio show.
Or probably would have filmed it.
Walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't feel good. The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Yeah, I'm on Gari at the moment. I'm doing the show from Gari, so I hope I'm coming through pretty clear. But, shooting this episode for Creek to Coast, and the rest of the crew that are here, which is Scotty Hillier, who's the host, and then we've got Drew, who's producing, Buzz is the cameraman.
Another Buzz.
And
Another
then,
Buzz. Wow.
and yeah. And then and Todd, actually, who's the boss at Channel 7, he's brought his boy, who's Archie, along as well. So I'm here with my boy, Archie. So we've got a bit of a crew here. And they came up earlier yesterday morning, and I came up after the show yesterday because I always put my work first, as you guys know. And but when I arrived on the island, I didn't get to the island until it was right on high tide, and I like to drive up the beach. There's an inland track, but if you take that on the high tide, it's unbearable, and it can't be good for your car. It's like it's really corrugated, and it's just like do, and it seems like forever. It's probably only 20k or so, but I've done it a few times over the years for whatever reason, and every time I do it, I go, I'm never doing that again. And so yesterday, we just waited. Archie and I just waited on Fraser for the tide to drop, and that's an unbearable wait, because you're waiting for nature to take its course, and you feel like you're missing out and all the rest of it. But I was just like, oh, bugger it, like. They weren't shooting anything yesterday, and there was a big wind blowing, so I knew the fishing wouldn't be that good. But once the tide did start to drop, you get to see the first people that make their way through. Like the pioneers of that new of the new tide that have got the balls to go first.
Not yet, Gary.
It's a fine line, yeah. Oh, it's such a fine line because, there's every instinct of me that I go, we'll be right, and I go,
you don't want to be the first, though.
No, I don't.
In case you get bogged, is that why?
Well, in case you get washed out into shark-infested waters and float to New Zealand, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, it's more that you we were literally you catch the barge over from a place called Inskip, but the township just right next to Inskip is Rainbow Beach, and if you walk up the main street of Rainbow, as we did yesterday, they've actually got an entire huge poster. It's like the size of a school blackboard that your teacher would have in class, but it's called the Wall of Shame, and it's pictures of people who've lost their four-wheel drives from doing exactly what I was talking about, where they've just chanced their arm against the tide, and it hasn't worked out. And so I had those images fresh in my brain. That I was like, I'm not ending up on that wall of shame. I would hate to be up there on that wall of shame, because once you're up there, you're there forever.
Your brother, every time he goes, being, hey, look, here he is. Look, this is my brother. Yeah. This is Ashley. This is Ashley. Doing his weather from there, probably showing it. He would do it.
And every mate because I did the same thing. I was looking, and there was a part of me going, I hope I recognise someone here whose car it is. Because you take a picture for sure and send it to them.
So what happens? How do they get the cars out? Because that becomes a environmental thing. Then your car's stuck in the ocean. They've got to get them out of there somehow. Do they just wait for the low tide and then drag them out?
I guess so. I guess they just wait for the next low tide, and then they have to, be full. But you see them, Luttsy. Once the ocean gets a hold of it, they can be completely consumed. And some of them even get dragged out to sea on top of that. Can you imagine that? Some of them look like they're brand new cars too, like brand new 4x4s that are just getting absolutely smashed.
I saw a couple of photos.
Go, Suse.
I was going to say, I saw a couple of photos the other day of two cars, the same thing, stuck together, next to each other. I thought, do they take all the gear out of them before they get waterlogged? Their bags? It looked like all their bags were still in them. Yeah.
Well, I guess it happens so
Well, I
quickly.
doubt you'd have time, you know. I doubt you'd have the time. I think it would just all happen so quickly.
It would make a terrific episode of Creek to Coast.
Oh, yes.
If that happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You forget you're actually filming a television show there as well. Oh, my God.
This Saturday on Creek to Coast.
Push it to peak. It'll be peak time.
The Ash, Luttsy and Suze O'Neill podcast.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on.
Luttsy on bell, Luttsy on bell.
The Prince is on.
Yeah, man.
There it is.
Yeah, man.
That's the first time I've done it.
That was loud. I like it.
Very loud, sorry.
I've never worried
don't
about
apologise.
that bell breaking before, guys. That sounded fantastic. You really give it some, Luttsy.
Gave it some, mate. It's Friday.
I mean, ring it nice and loud because, I have stopped down at Beefy's and Suze, I'm so glad that you mentioned the glass house location they have on the way
Yeah.
back. So, if you're just sort of coming south from
Yep.
Caloundra and they got the big servo there on the left, and that was a big hit out of mine until I realised there was one on Wynnum Road at Cannon Hill. And it's at a nice sort of halfway point
I didn't
between
know
work
that.
and my house. Oh, yeah. The amount of holes I punched in their loyalty card here up until a couple of years ago, Luttsy. It was a sad, sad day when I drove past and all of a sudden Beefy's wasn't here anymore. I actually called my wife and said, Beefy's is gone. We can't have this anymore. And they are back, and they're back with a vengeance. They've revamped the store. It looked great before. It looks sexier now. Back in exactly where, if you're familiar with the area, familiar with the Beefy's here, it is right across the road from the Murray Recreational Reserve, and they're back. Got an opening deal, which is great. Buy one, get one free on their signatures, which are fantastic. Actually, shoot outside for a sec, Tara, because there's one big one. I don't even know the name of it. I might have to ask the Beefy staff here. They got one displayed on the wall. I know you guys were just looking at their food.
Yep.
Look at that. It's like it's a
is
cottage
that?
pie,
Oh my
and then on
God.
top of the potato part of the cottage, there's chips,
God.
and then there's
Have a
like
look at
bacon bits,
Dirty
and it's
fries.
drizzling with melted
Cheese.
cheese. Like it's
Oh
about
my
it's like
God.
it's 3 different meal groups in one, and they've just merged it all here at Beefy's. But they got their various Aussie pies. They got a little spinning wheel here. If you want to come down here anyway, they're doing a lot of giveaways. I've said the opening day deal, the buy one signature pie, get one for free. Come on down here, you can get your free regular chips. You can get a good deal on coffees and things. But the big thing they're doing for us here is you want to come on down. There's a code word. Mr. Beefy. You don't have to call me Mr. Beefy.
What's the code word though, Mitch?
Is Sarah there?
Yeah. You've been reading the text messages, haven't you? Thank you so much. But they've got a little deal down here. When I say a little, it's not little at all. Free pies for a year. Now, they've just explained me the bits and pieces of that. Usually you hear about these great deals, free something, for a year, and you get one tiny little goodness. It's once a week. No. Beefy's, they're free pies for a year. You want to come down here, you know what? Call me Mr. Beefy. Let's see how I enjoy it. They're going to give you a box of pies, and you get a box of their pies every single week for an entire year. And these pies will get you through the week. So get on down.
Well,
and they're massive
one winner.
pies too.
One winner.
Yep. So get on down here, and you coming up Wynnum Road here, so do it safely. So right on here, Cannon Hill, Beefy's, and right next to the door to this servo, you can come on board, enjoy everything they've got going on. But come in here, call me Mr. Beefy, and you get your free pies, a box. You can take home, they said, your first box today.
Oh, yes.
You can take your pick of what you want, and then they're going to get your details, and you can use that across any single Beefy's. Hang on there. Oh, yes, you come on down. You've got to call me something. What are you going to call me?
Beefy.
You're going to call me... Guys, just bring... Buzz, I don't know if you've got any more appropriate music there. It's we're just, just drop the music. We're just going to have another conversation there again. So,
What'd you call me?
Sorry.
What'd you call it?
What'd you call me?
Hello, Mr. Beefy.
Oh, say it again.
Mr. Beefy.
Oh, jeez.
We're just gonna isolate that if we can, and
and again?
just filter that. Yeah, again. Sorry, what was it again?
Mr. Beefy.
Oh, there's a little something extra there at the end. Sorry, and what was your name?
Trish.
Hi, Trish. I'm only going to call you Trish if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Mrs.
that's fine.
Beefy.
Mrs. Get over here, Trish. Hey. We're very happy to get it down here, and you've just scored yourself thanks to our Beefies that re-upping up here at Cannon Hill. Pies for a year!
What the hell?
That's huge.
All thanks to Beefies, and as I just sort of poke the chest out a little bit. Mr. Beefy here. So we're going to get your details, free pies for a year, and you can use that at any of their beefies. But otherwise, get on back down here and enjoy the ones at Ken and Hill. Open again, guys. Get on down here, buy one, get one free of their beautiful signature pies.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than
Smarter than Suse.
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suse to discover why it's better with Brighton.
All right, Brendan out of Tiger. What's going on, mate?
Oh, just a school drop-off, mate.
Okay, old school. Have you got the kids in the car?
Yeah, 2 kids.
Are they up for it?
Yeah, they'll be up for it.
Yes.
Good, man. What ages are we talking?
9 and 10.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say, they're definitely under 12. Like, if they're just cool, I say, yeah, we'll do that, Dad.
We've dropped the 14-year-old off. He wouldn't have been part of it.
No. What are you serious, Dad? Don't embarrass
I
me.
would have got some serious attitude.
No way.
We're talking $4,000 here, Brendan.
That's unbelievable money.
4G bangers. What are we going to do with it? What do you reckon?
Mate, I reckon I'd take the kids on holiday for Chrissy. We weren't planning on going anywhere, but if we win there, we could afford it.
That'll do it.
Okay.
That'll do it right there.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
$4,000 is a hell of a way to start the weekend. You've got Christmas holidays taken care of.
Yep.
What's the kickback cave like, Luttsy? I can't see it from here. I'm up at Gari.
It's not bad. I know there's still some of those tickets to the Brisbane Caravan and Outdoor Show and some great $100 vouchers, retros, Maggie May. It's all there. Enigma, Communicantina. They're all there, mate.
Well, let's hope that it doesn't come to that.
Well, I mean, and remember, if Brendan is unsuccessful here, heaven forbid, we've got $5,000 riding on the line at 9 o'clock this morning. This is huge.
No, we don't need to worry about that.
No, I'm just saying.
No, let's not be negative.
Calm
down, Luttrell.
No, Brendan. You're a Tiger boy.
Calm down.
I want you to win the money.
Calm down, O'Neill.
I want you to win the money.
Yep, I got this.
Go Tiger.
Okay, just tell him to shut his cake hole. If he goes down that line again, Brendan, just go cake hole, Luttrell. We'll know what you mean. Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready, mate.
Let's go, bruh. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Baghdad is the capital city of which country?
Afghanistan.
Which car manufacturer makes the Ranger?
Ford.
Who is the captain of the Australian men's cricket team?
Mitchell Stark.
Liam Payne was in which former boy
One
band?
Direction.
How many metres are in a kilometre?
1,000.
Stop the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know a couple of those, but anyway.
I think, competitive at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pantsing, that's for sure. I think Suse might get questioned. No, we'll see. We'll
have a go.
I'll wait to give my opinion. What did Brandon have on the clock there,
You
Buzzman?
had 5 seconds, Brendan, so pretty good on the clock as well, man.
Right, we've got Matilda and Madeline.
Oh, I love that name.
You count them in, old son.
You ready, girls? 3, 2, 1.
Passion. Passion.
That had a bit of Tiger terror about it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Ripping in.
It scared the dingoes up here.
That had years at Clock Corner. The old Clock Corner. Hey? Is it still there?
Yeah, still going, mate.
I came 5th in the Clock Corner fun run one year. It's a great story. It will be in the book one day, Brendan. Don't worry about it, mate.
You moved up in the world now, mate. You're taking beneath you now.
I'm going to bite. What the bloody hell's Clock Corner?
Clock Corner's the local sort of little...
it's the little convenience stores.
The shops.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, well, pardon me for not knowing.
Clock's ticking. How about you give the score, Luttsy? What do you give the GIMP?
I'm giving the girls 9.5 out of 10.
Hey, now.
Here's Reese with the recorded GIMP.
Oh, winning is her main priority. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new game for her. So bring in the gift.
Very good, Reese.
Susie O'Neill, hold the phone, Freddie. Susie O'Neill, it will be a miracle. You won't see anything like that again this year.
Now, if you have just joined us, Smarter Than Suze, we're playing for $4,000.
Okay, you ready, Suze?
I'm ready, yes.
To make it $5,000 at 9 o'clock this morning. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Baghdad is the capital city of which country?
Afghanistan.
Which car manufacturer makes the Ranger?
I don't know.
Who is the captain of the Australian men's cricket team?
Tim Payne.
Liam Payne was in which former boy band?
One Direction.
How many metres are in a kilometre?
1,000.
Stop the clock. Double two, go.
Tape.
Range.
Tape. Yeah.
What'd you say? I missed it.
I didn't know.
Hasn't he got one?
Yep.
Oh,
You pass it every day. that massive car that in the best spot. And we have to.
And it still sticks out halfway.
Before we play Tetris, getting our cars out of the spots.
5 versus 1. 5 cars in one car park.
5 cars, 1 cup. I mean, 1 park.
Are you finished?
His Lord Highness just streaks in on that carbon. What would you call it? We're trying to make out he's not environmentally friendly.
Carbon footprint?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
just
does
stamping
well.
his carbon footprint.
Are you finished? I'm waiting.
Cake-hole, Luttsy, cake-hole.
Cake-hole.
Hey,
Thank
well
you,
played,
Brendan.
What did he say?
Thank you, Brendan.
Brendan.
Put it into rotation, mate. That gets high rotation at my house.
Yeah, what-
Cake-hole. Here we go.
Cake-hole.
Baghdad is the capital city of which country? You both said Afghanistan. That is wrong.
What?
It's Iraq.
Oh,
It's 0-0. Which car manufacturer makes the Ranger? Brendan said Ford. Sue said, I don't know. Ford is correctamundo, Brendan. And you hit the front 1-0. Who is the captain of the Australian men's cricket team? Brendan said Mitchell Stark. Sue said, I don't know.
no, I said Tim Payne.
Tim Payne, he was, but then he covered himself in disgrace, remember?
Did he?
So he's
No, I've forgotten.
he's not there anymore. Remember he was involved in that sex scandal or something or other?
Oh, was that him?
Texting, I think. he was doing.
The pics.
Yes, so he was. He's not even playing anymore. Pat Cummins. We were just, weren't we just talking about Pat?
Yeah,
earlier today?
I was talking about him before.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1-0 to Brendan. Liam Payne was in which former boy band? You both said One Direction.
Oh, no.
That is correct. Mundo. It's 2-1. Brendan paying for $4,000. The kids are getting excited. There could be a holiday
Come
coming.
on.
How many metres are in a kilometre? You both said 1,000. That's correct. But Brendan, out of Tigum, you're smarter than Suze. The kids are going on holidays, and you've just won $4,000. Hey,
Sing it, Madeline.
when I look back.
I will always recall moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Go on, Luttsy. Do it, Luttsy.
Hear that?
Yeah, Brendan!
Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
Final word, Brendan?
Okay. Nice.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
You should have seen the weird looks I was getting on broadcasting from Gary this morning. And where I'm doing it from is like where they do the breakfast buffet at the Eurong Beach Resort. And I've been sitting here pretty quiet for most of the show, but then of course I went off my nut and had $4,000, and I didn't realise. And then I looked around, I had a whole table of people just staring at me like, "What is going on with that bloke in the corner?" Then
Singing
that's
to
why
himself.
I didn't. I stopped singing then. I just went on with that. You just won $4,000, and then I looked up and went, "Oh shit!" I was just stopped then.
We'll be doing $1,000 for Susie's 6 weeks of celebration. You are leaving at the end of the year. We're also dipping into the archives to relive some of our favourite moments in the show with you, Suze. Of course, you've built this really amazing friendship with Elise Perry.
We're best friends every Friday.
All you do is text on a Friday. You don't text Monday through Thursday.
Show us the text today.
We texted this morning. I said...
show us the entire exchange,
Oh,
please.
the actual thing?
No, we'll make it up. Yes, the actual thing.
I said happy Friday to Elise, and she said back to me, was just thinking about you and got distracted before I messaged.
Okay.
Happy Friday.
There you go.
Didn't you say she was in the shower?
No, I said.
That's your thoughts coming out of your mouth there, Susie. Nick,
What are you wearing?
you're right.
Oh my God, Susan. said.
My dreams and realities are corresponding.
You're all just one big happy family. That's what it is. Wow.
Well, do you remember the first time you met Elise? Because
Of course I do.
It was on this show.
Yeah, I do remember that.
When was it?
It was very early on. She wrote a book.
Perspective.
Yeah, it was called Perspective. I remember. Remember?
No, I don't remember this.
Don't you? She came into the studio. Remember? Because you guys, both Ash and Luttsy, said to me that we should be friends, Elise and I, because we were similar.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
Your glasses are fogging up.
I can't help it. It just happens.
It was back in 2019, and here's the first interactions of Elise Perry and Susie O'Neill.
I was going to say we have sporting royalty, but that's just a given on this show because we've got Susie as a mainstay. But I think we've got two of our greatest ever athletes in the studio.
That's nice, isn't it?
Well, the similarities between yourself and Susan are striking to me, not just aesthetics-wise, but I can see a shyness that emanates from you that you also get from Suze when you first... When
Particularly
you
that's
first
when...
Look at her, she doesn't sit well with her.
When Suze was 29, I reckon it would have been almost identical.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
I'm saying.
You could be friends. You two you should be friends. Suze is a hard nut to crack as a friend, but she'd be a great friend for you. You two would get on
Have you got
well.
a lot of friends?
Yeah.
I always want more.
Make friends with her.
I said to Elise, I sent her a message on her Instagram, but no one gets my messages on Instagram for some reason.
Well, she just ignored it. Did you? You would have never ignored that message from
Elise
Suze.
did.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But see, then I was too shy to say, well, maybe I
Yeah.
get your number and you can text me, you know? That's a good idea.
I want to
Text
play
each other.
matchmaking friends. You two, I'm telling you, would be good friends.
That sounds horrible.
Isn't it good? What are you talking about?
How cringy that we're trying to... we are
Become
still...
friends on a radio show.
Yeah. We have become friends.
But you genuinely have become friends.
Yeah.
now.
I mean, we usually, when Elise comes to Brisbane, one of us, we organise to meet up, and then usually about the day before, one of us pulls out. Says we can't make it.
It's a beautiful friendship. Yeah. So is there anything further from that? Was that it today?
She's on a beach. She's on a beach somewhere. Yeah, she's back in Australia. And
she's back?
Yeah. She goes...
Oh, that's my alarm.
Oh, no, you need to move your car.
I thought she was texting right there.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
An old friend of the show, a good friend of Ash and mine. I don't know if you ever met Slick Mick Hill, the Juice, from back in the day, Brisbane Bullets. Slick Mick won as part of Sam McKinnon's 2007 NBL Premiership team. Slick Mick was with his partner in Mexico at the moment, and he's gone down for breakfast or whatever at his hotel and been absolutely fleeced. They reckon it was a cleaner, but just like...
Into his room when he was gone?
Into his room and took everything. I'm talking all the cash, all the credit cards, his passport, his partner's like expensive like watch, like a $10,000, like everything gone. And he's been on Facebook. I've just been watching some of his, just saying, we're safe, but just the corruption and everything over there about whether it was even the cleaner, like just no one will help them at the hotel. Like an absolute nightmare trying to get to the embassy to get a fill-in passport. Just because apparently in to get back in the USA, you can't even travel there on a temporary passport.
Oh, really?
So he's got to go via Canada to get home. He booked a flight to go to Bulls NBA games. Like his whole holidays are just completely destroyed. So he's always been a great friend of the show. So Slick Mick Hill, hopefully everything works out well. But what an absolute nightmare.
Was he in Mexico, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a nightmare. Oh, what a nightmare.
That is so bad. I've been to Mexico City once. I was really worried about it.
Any dramas? Makes you realise, how you get complacent?
Yeah. Well, yes.
The more you travel, the more I'm like, I'm not using the safe. I'll just leave my stuff here.
I don't think I ever have.
No, I'm going to start. That's actually scared me a lot.
What if they would have got into the safe, though, as well, if it's an inside job?
Maybe.
Someone must have the...
Maybe.
I think you set your own code, don't you, for the safe?
Yeah, but, if the hotel's in on it, because they reckon as the day went on, the manager just cared less and less about it, to the point where they're not even sure that this cleaner, quote unquote, that they said did it even exists.
Oh, gosh.
Like completely corrupt.
It's crazy. I was going to talk about a kids show, but I might actually talk about, because you're talking about an ex-sports person. I was at a sports lunch yesterday.
How'd that go?
Yeah, it was fun. It was
That looked great.
It was for the
Bulls Masters.
Yeah, Bulls Masters, and they raise money for all the different cricket clubs around Brisbane. So this is
They do
from
great work.
North's Cricket Club. Yeah, so Simon Black was interviewed first. So
He's great.
AFL.
Brownlow medalist.
Yeah, he's so talented, hey. He talks a lot about Lee Matthews when Lee Matthews came in as a coach. He talks a lot about Jason Ackermanis.
Yeah, one of the loveliest guys you'll ever meet. Like, even when you go, oh, yeah, you won a Brownlow and all the... He just does, he goes like, oh, he doesn't, whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't like you talking about him at all.
Yeah.
He's such a modest person.
He's modest. He looks almost identical to what he used to look like, I reckon.
Hasn't aged, has he?
Hasn't aged.
Yeah, he still looks fit.
So muscly. And then Meg Harris, who is a 22-year-old girl, female swimmer from the Olympics, got a silver medal in the 50 free, which I'd actually forgotten about.
So had I.
And gold in the 4x100 freestyle relay. She's 60% deaf.
Really?
So she's got hearing aids. Yeah, so they think that she could hear when she was little, but by the time she got to school, they started to pick up that she wasn't listening in class.
Wow.
And they did a hearing test. She said that she sat in a booth and they said to her, you'll sit in this booth for 5 minutes and press this button every time you hear a sound. She didn't press it once. And then they're like, but she can talk really well, so she must have had hearing when she was younger.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. They think it might have been a virus that lost her hearing.
God,
but
I
I
didn't know
don't know
that.
how she hears the start. Exactly.
Exactly.
And she's classic. And she's oh gosh, she was impressive. When I meet young people these days, I'm so impressed by them. Like, she's 22. She's swimming training. She's studying to be a nurse. And to check if she's in first year nursing, to check to see if she could handle being a nurse with all the gruesome everything, blood. She went with a friend of hers who was a doctor and a nurse up at Mount Isa. She went up to Mount Isa to work in the emergency department to see if she could handle blood and guts and gore. She could.
Is Mount Isa known for its goriness?
Well, it would be more gory than most, I think,
'cause
being
all the stuff up there.
sort of regional type area.
People coming in with missing fingers off cattle properties and things like that.
Yeah, but it was a really good lunch. Jimmy Ma, everyone remembers, well, our generation in
I
Brisbane.
remember Jimmy Ma.
Yeah,
but,
he's really heavily involved with Bulls Masters.
Yeah.
He's done some great work for them, actually.
But I was just going to say, have you got Holy Grail? Because what I remember is when they won the Sheffield Shield for the first time.
This is still, for Queenslanders, I reckon this is still the song that resonates most with victory.
Yes.
Is this song.
Because they won what year, 94 or something?
1995.
No, whatever.
Yeah. Nice work, Bulls Masters.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Okay, let's go.
Nova.
Hi, we're Coldplay. Coldplay!
Your home of Coldplay.
The only way to see us live is to keep it on Nova.
Yeah, final day. Mel Tresina makes the call back after 9 o'clock this morning to all those on the standby list. This is flights accommodation down to Sydney to see
finally.
Coldplay.
Finally, it's happening, Buzz.
Yeah.
We're giving it away.
When?
Today with Mel Tresina.
Okay. So last chance to get in the draw, is it?
Yeah, standby list, yeah.
Oh, standby list. Caroline from Mount Cravat. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
You're on the standby
Hello,
list.
everybody.
Hello.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm a teacher going to school at the moment, so I'm quite excited to get to school and tell them that I've been talking to you today.
Nice.
What school is it?
Mount Alberni College. Can I do a little shout out to the grade 12s who are studying really hard, doing these external exams? We're really proud of them.
Right. When do they wrap up?
I think it's big 3 weeks, so this is the first week, so there's another 2 weeks, so there's a little bit more to go.
When schoolies start?
Yeah, schoolies are usually
Straight up.
late November.
November 15, I think.
Oh, was it?
I'm going to the first day of schoolies. November
There's probably
15.
another week, and then I think they hit it.
Nice. Okay, there you go. Emily from
How can
Springwood.
we go into the first day of schoolies, Sue?
Because Spencer Howson, who works on another radio station, has been asking me for a few years to come down and come to the first day of schoolies and watch
You and
everyone.
Spencer Housen are going to the first day of schoolies
That
to
sounds
watch
fun.
everyone.
Yes.
To what?
Why? To what end?
Because we're older people who want to see what happens.
What do you just sit up at a bar and
Yeah,
looking out over the
pretty
people?
much.
People watch.
Yeah.
That's the strangest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Weird.
Is that Suse O'Neill and Spencer Housen
I think it's fun.
sharing a
Shandy.
Shandy.
sharing a jug of shandy on a balcony on Cavill Avenue?
Pretty much.
That Irish pub on the corner?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's some bar on the.
Come on. Well, that's strange. Is Kate Miller-Heidke going as well?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be great. Actually,
That
if she
actually
goes,
would be
I'll go.
I'll check.
Emily,
Yes,
Hello.
hello.
what song's your favourite from Coldplay?
Oh, Fix You, one of the old ones.
Did you fall in love to it? Did you fall in love to it, Emily?
What's that?
Nothing. Kylie from Kalanga. Yeah, your
Hey,
favourite
how you going,
song-
guys?
Yeah, good. Your favourite song's Yellow. That's where it all
It is
started,
Yellow.
baby. That's where it all started.
What a great song to go back to. Always.
It's a crack.
So good. So good. Rushing through them?
You know he wrote it thinking it was pretending it was Neil Diamond?
You know you said that the other day, right?
I didn't say it. Someone else said it.
I think Ash said it, and then I saw that clip come through my Instagram, like
Yeah.
on an
I told you, I
Instagram
wasn't making
reel.
it up,
No,
was
it was
I?
true.
Yep.
But weird how that just popped in my Instagram reels.
That is weird.
And he wrote it really quickly, right?
Yeah.
Dressed up as Neil Diamond.
No, not dressed up
There was no
as Neil
suggestion he
Diamond.
was dressed
No.
up. He wasn't doing a GWS Mad Monday.
Oh.
Too soon.
Hashtag topical.
Hashtag not funny.
So that's what I do.
Alex from Flagstone. What's your
Morning.
Oh, your favourite song's Yellow too. Perfect.
No,
Just
I'm
keep
playing
playing
it.
it.
Fabulous.
It's all the girls today.
Yep.
And then there was David from Roachdale.
Hey guys, how are you?
He doesn't like Yellow. What do you like?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
What do you like? Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, there you go. It's a good track.
I think I've heard it.
Underrated, I'd
I
say.
feel like they could almost open with this, Dave.
That's a good song.
That'll do.
Great chemistry.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast. Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's Caller of the Week.
Yeah, caller of the week, merch pack number 36.
We've had plenty this week. I don't know where this is coming from.
Yeah.
There were so many good callers. Which day did they
Which
go
one was
with?
your favourite?
I liked, there was a lady, I don't remember her name, but I think she was from Griffin.
Jen?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
Jen.
pretty good. I like the guy today. It was probably too late for him.
Yeah. Well, let's find out why Jen
him.
from Griffin won caller of the week.
I was saying I went through a drive-through Bottle-O, first time ever. This is kind of a fun experience. But I was wondering if there's any others in Brizzy. Jen?
Yeah, there's one, there's a drive-through bottle shop at Kalanga. It's also a BWS. It's really good because then you don't have to, you can keep your car all locked up in Kalanga, so that's always good.
That was
that'll
funny.
do it. Yeah.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah, hey, how are you guys?
Congratulations, you're caller of the week.
Yeah, thank you. That's very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. It's it's not. It's a limited edition. Money can't buy this one. The merch
Yeah,
pack,
very good.
Number 36 in existence.
Straight on eBay with that one.
Callback joke, always good, isn't it, Joe?
Yeah.
Some people have been-
Also,
Yes.
just wanted to say if anyone around Brisbane needs any pest control, Blake's Pest Control, we're a husband and wife team, so yeah, give us a buzz.
Opportunity.
Do you get rid of spiders?
Absolutely.
Okay. Blake's
Why
Pest
isn't
Control.
it? Why isn't it Blake and Jen's pest control?
Oh, yeah.
Blake's been around for long time, but funny story is that it's actually my ex-partner's name, so it's a bit unfortunate. But,
So what's your husband's name?
Ben.
So but Blake is in the industry. No one in the industry. So you keep Blake's pest control.
That's correct. It was the first gentleman that started Blake's Pest Control as his surname. So
Right. Okay.
But it's a bit of a laugh. But
It's a bit of a laugh, isn't it?
Jeez, that's funny.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm going to bring you guys
a
up.
bit unfortunate.
I need to get rid of my spiders.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely give us a call.
And I've got some rats too. Do you get rid of rats?
God.
Absolutely. Anything from termites to rodents, all of the above. So yeah, definitely give us a call.
Well, let's go through what you've won, Jen.
Beautiful.
You get a Susie Just Keep Swimming Beaches beach bag.
You get the
Lovely.
what would Luttsy do? Stubby cooler, good for dogs.
And I got my gone fishing bucket hat.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Very good.
Congratulations, well
Thanks so
done.
much, guys.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
think I feel pretty good today. I was
Yeah,
out
good.
and about yesterday with some people talking.
Some good gibberers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Paddy
that's-
Welsh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Michael Kasparitz.
Kasparovich.
Kasparitz.
That's a tough one.
Lindsay, his wife,
His
is
wife.
hilarious. I love her.
Funny.
Who else was there?
Jimmy Marr.
Little Paul Gaffney.
Paul Gaffney.
It was auctioneer. Little Gaff. Legend.
Oh, the Gaff.
Did a great job. He's a great auctioneer
He's
too.
such a good auctioneer.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He was so funny.
Yeah, he's excellent.
He was like, someone was, I think, looked at him like they were going to bid, and then they turned their head the other way.
Yeah.
And Paul Gaffney was saying to them, I can see you. Just because you've turned around and shut your eyes, I can see you.
He's very good, Gaff.
Yeah.
That was and Jimmy Marr and everyone from Bulls Masters. So well
Yeah,
done, well
it was
done
good.
there.
Jimmy Marr told some great stories about his first team. Shane Warne was the captain, and how welcoming Shane Warne was to a young, when you first make your first team, how nervous he was. And Shane Warne said he called him in. They checked into the hotel. There was a note in his room saying, "Come up to my room, Shane Warne." And he went up there and he said, "There's a carton of beer," and he's smoking cigarettes.
Isn't that right?
But he said, "Sit down," and he gave him a beer and just told him, "Just relax, just do what you do." He said it was such a good entry into the Australian team.
Crash Craddock tells a story that Mick Jagger says that told Shane Warne that he's the only person that he'd want to switch his life with.
Really?
Like Mick Jagger said the only person he'd ever want to switch places with was Shane Warne to live what he lived in his life. Yeah, how crazy is that?
Yeah, he just touched so many people. Eh? Noel Gallagher said he was his favourite Australian.
Yeah, wow.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Press play.
Get ready for the ultimate Halloween party on the Brisbane River.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill's Halloween cruise on Oasis.
Oh yeah,
Your
we're less than
ultimate weekend escape
a
on the
week
Brisbane River.
away. Sorry, I just spoke all over the Oasis credit there. It is a luxury cruise that floats along the Brisbane River. 3 stories. We've got DJ producers Suse performing there on the night. We're looking forward to it next Thursday.
Yeah, I had another meeting with Dave, the captain.
Oh yeah.
The other day, when I say meeting, we just went and drank a bit.
Yeah, you did a site check.
Yeah, we did a site check. That's what it was. But very excited. All the preparation is coming to a point now. The boat's going to look amazing. By the way, I've had people scrambling over me to get tickets.
Same.
People are catching on. It's time.
Yeah, well, tell them to go to the Nova Player and register.
Exactly. That's what I've been doing.
Have you got your costume organised, Buzz? I know that the three of us do.
You've been very quiet in relation to this.
I got I did a Temu special and it got delivered and it's actually way too big for me.
Is
So
it washable? No, it's not washable. Could you shrink it in the dryer?
no, it's a weird material that doesn't stretch or anything. I don't know what material.
So
it
what
is.
did you do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Yeah.
It's very
I had an idea, Buzz. I've got mine. You can take my idea if you want.
Yeah.
Like it's got an Aussie flavour to it. I'm not sure that you'd have enough time to get it ready, but Aussie icon Ned Kelly.
Oh yeah.
But you get Dead Kelly. Like you dress it up that it's Ned dead. You get my drift?
So I just don't show
For
up.
Halloween.
Great idea.
No.
like a tin
you know-
hat, but somehow it's
I've got a
dead.
Your Halloween Ned Kelly. I think it could work.
I accidentally got 2 shirts from Temu. They sent me 2 shirts.
The
What
one
are
you're
you dressing
wearing.
as?
Well, one of mine, it's like a ripped open sort of like blood sort of all over my
Muscly.
chest sort of deal.
Oh.
A bloody muscly shirt.
Oh, okay.
So that might help you if you need it, mate. That's there.
Twins.
We'll be
I'll get a
twinning.
lacy pair of underwear for my face as well.
Where are you going to get
Throw
that?
some of Bronte's undies.
Bronte?
He's married. He's got some of Bronte's undies on
true.
his face.
Oh, I forgot.
Natalie.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
How you going?
Good.
Oh, good. Sorry, we're just recovering from that.
Yeah, good. What are you going to go as?
Yeah.
I want to go as, like, Elwood, Legally Blonde.
So was that Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you can go, like you don't have to be horror-y.
No,
horror-y.
it's cool if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I just think, like, I love it when people dress up as, like, characters. It doesn't always have to be gory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's a cool one.
I'm doing that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to be gory. I'm going to be just a character.
Yeah, you're a
Okay.
character. Yeah. Any song choice to add to Suse?
Yeah, I love Gold Digger.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
Good choice.
I ain't saying she
Yeah.
a gold digger,
Who sang the first bit? Oh, mate,
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you there next Thursday on board Oasis.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's going to be so excited.
It's gonna be big, Nat.
It's going to
There
be
we
fun.
go.
We leave from the Botanical Gardens as well. So it's a pretty good spot.
It's a great spot, yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
So excited. Can't wait.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on. Ooh, he's on the streets. The Prince is.
What are you doing?
What happened?
What did you do there,
Saving
Lutz?
your energy for the weekend, are you?
Sorry, I was.
What actually happened there?
I don't know. I couldn't hear a thing.
Oh, okay.
Not as easy as it seems, is it, buddy boy? Hey?
Plus, I threw it, so because that's Ash's job, you know. I don't want to be too
Right, okay.
like cool and get a goal. Let my bro win.
Yeah. We only got 2 of the clues out, Mitch, but it seems to have been enough.
It worked. When Connor, you'd be first or best placed to say how easy the clues were today. You obviously found me, but was it a matter of luck, or you were onto it straight away?
We were under it pretty much straight away. I did get a hint from someone else at work.
Okay.
And we got on the radio, and me and the apprentice got out here straight away.
Figured it out. So, and we say apprentice. That's him behind us here. Now, if you've said that was someone else that gave you the clue as well. So we're at $500 here, thanks to Anderson's. How much have you got to split now that you're the one that's actually had the face of the organisation owning up to this? Do you take the majority, or is it all fair?
We're going halves.
Okay.
Me and Bobby are going halves.
So you two going halves? Yeah, okay. So the bloke in the office doesn't get anything?
We'll give him some, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, maybe buy him lunch. We'll sort it out. But Anderson's, that's what we're here for all week. They're celebrating first responders. We're all about first responders as well. Yeah. And they've got a great deal going on from now until the 10th of November. 20% off everything store-wide at Anderson's, including flooring, window furnishings, and more. But you want to jump on board that until November 10 if you are one of those amazing first responders. And we've been saying all week for years as well, we love nurses. We're the nursiest show in radio, and we're here. The big reveal is that we're here at the Redlands Hospital down here at Cleveland. So that's where it all pointed. The last clue is this one you didn't get to. If the only thing you can see is red, you might land yourself at this location.
Yep.
So a big round of applause to Lockie. Fantastic stuff. The last thing that he said to me as I left the office today was there's a fine art to writing clues, and he's going to put some type of TED Talk together, I think. So no doubt there's a great podcast coming out. Producer Lockie will walk you through clue writing. But until then, jump on board with Anderson's, especially if you are a first responder, and you get 20% off until the 10th of November. Connor, you're walking home with at least a share of $500, and congratulations and thanks for finding us.
Awesome. Thanks very much, guys.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Smarter than Suse.
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suse to discover why it's better with Brighton.
We got Harry from Nunda.
What's going on, Harry from Nunda?
North side of
not too much. Just finishing off the week in work.
Well, you've already finished? Or are you just about to?
No,
What are you, a breakfast radio announcer?
We just getting it all finished for finishing off the carbo.
Well, mate,
the weekend.
you could have been playing for $5,000, but old mate had a win. Actually, he was a good winner. He was taking his kids on holidays. I felt happy about him taking the $4,000. That was pretty good. You still got $1,000.
Back to 1,000, exactly.
Oh yeah, $1,000 to be unreal.
Yep.
Well, mate, let's put you under the spotlight and see how Harry performs from Nunda. Northside represent. Are you ready, mate?
Yeah, we'll get over with.
Let's go. 30 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. In US currency, how many cents is a nickel worth?
1.
What is the national bird of New Zealand?
A kiwi.
Who is the main actor in the Venom series?
I don't know.
Wangaratta is a city in which Australian state?
Victoria.
Spell espresso.
ESPRESSO.
Stop the clock. What about a buzz? What
2
say
seconds.
you?
2 seconds for you, Harry.
Okay.
2 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
No pantsing coming for you, Harry. That's not a bad way to start the week. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Let's bring in the gimp.
Bringing in the gimp.
bringing in the gimp. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the gimp.
There we go.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! That will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
Okay, so if Suse wins this, it'll be worth $1,100 on Monday, correct?
Yep.
That's it. The $1,000 will stay, will remain up for grabs. You ready, Suse?
I'm ready, thank you.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. In US currency, how many cents is a nickel worth?
25.
What is the national bird of New Zealand?
Kiwi.
Who is the main actor in the Venom series?
Tom Holland.
Wangaratta is a city in which Australian
Victoria.
state? Spell espresso.
ESPRESSO.
Stop the clock. Hold it. Double Tuco.
Double.
To finish your Friday.
Oh.
Yeah, Daddy.
Tight. Yeah. Tight.
In US currency, how many cents is a nickel worth? Harry out and under reckons it's worth 1 cent. Suze reckons it's worth 25. You're both wrong. That's a quarter.
Oh, of course. Quarter. 10
Quarter.
cents? Is it 10? What is it?
Nope.
what
That's
is
a dime. A nickel is worth 5.
Do they still have
I think
5
they call
cents?
I think they call it a penny, Harry. 1 cent. A penny.
Yeah.
Penny for your thought. Penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, I realised it was 5 after I said that.
0-0. The national bird of New Zealand is the kiwi. You both got that. The main actor in the Venom series. Harry said, I don't know. Sue said Tom Holland. They're both wrong.
You were close, Suze. I see where you're going.
It's Tom Hardy.
Oh,
Same initials.
close.
We've been giving away that prize in the cave for weeks.
Yeah.
What are you
I think
saying?
Mitch talks about it every morning as well.
I hear good things about the film too.
Oh, yeah.
So the score here is 1-1. Wangaratta is a city in the Australian state of Victoria. You both got that. 2-2. Spell espresso. You both spelt it ESPRESSO. That is correct. It's a 3-3 draw cliffhanger to finish off the Friday. Over to Buzzman for the time.
Harry,
guys.
She smoked you on time, mate. 7 seconds. Susie does win on time. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's all right.
That's all right. Got the
What does he
cave here,
get? What does he get?
Load him up, Luttsy.
Yeah.
Lutsy's going into the cave for you, Harry.
I don't do this very often, young Harry, but I'm going to give you the entire cave.
Oh, what?
I'm going nuts.
What?
I'm giving you a $100 Maggie May voucher. Fantastic place at Gasworks. Enigma.
Yeah.
Enigma's a great spot. I might be heading there tonight, I think. Let me check the details on that. I think my good mate of mine's playing there tonight. But I'm going to give you a $100 voucher for Enigma. $100 Cantina voucher as well. Jeez. Also a $100 Retros voucher. And I'm also going to give you a family pass to the Let's Go Brisbane Caravan and Outdoor Show, which is on at the Brisbane Showgrounds.
It's like $500 worth of prizes,
That
Harry.
is a lot of prizes, I'm telling you that. And yes, that's going to be absolute. No, that's it, I think. I think I just want to check something. No, okay, forget it.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Forget I mentioned anything.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
Harry.
that's awesome. Thanks for that.
There we go, mate.
All right.
The Ash, Luttsy and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.